Build requirements. Features required to build CPython. A C11 compiler. Optional C11 features are not required. Support for IEEE 754 floating point numbers and floating point not a number. NAN. Support for threads. OpenSSL 1.1.1 or newer for the SSL and Haslib modules. On Windows, Microsoft Visual Studio 2017 or later is required. Changed in version 3.11, C11 compiler, IEEE 754 and NAN support are now required. On Windows, Visual Studio 2017 or later is required. Changed in version 3.10, OpenSSL 1.1.1 is now required. Changed in version 3.7, thread support and OpenSSL 1.0.2 are now required. Changes in version 3.6, selected C99 features are now required, like stdint.h and static inline functions. Changed in version 3.5 on Windows Visual Studio 2015 or later is required. See also PEP 7 style guide for C code and PEP 11 C Python platform support. Generated files. To reduce build dependencies, Python source code contains multiple generated files. Commands to regenerate all generated files. Make regenerate hyphen all. Make regenerate hyphen std leave hyphen module hyphen names. Make regenerate hyphen limited hyphen abi. Make regenerate hyphen configure. The makefile.pre.in file documents generated files, their inputs and tools used to generate them. Search for regenerate hyphen star make targets. Configure script. To make regenerate hyphen configure command generates the aclocal.m4 file and the configure script using the tools slash build slash regenerate hyphen configure.sh shell script, which uses an Ubuntu container to get the same tools versions and have a reproducible output. The container is optional. The following command can be run locally. Auto reconfig -ivf -w error. The generated files can change depending on the exact autoconf-archive AC local and pkg-config versions. Configure options. List all dot slash configure script options using dot slash configure hyphen help. See also the misc slash special builds.txt in the Python source distribution. General options. Enable loadable SQLite extensions. Support loadable extensions in the _SQLite extension module. Default is no of the SQLite 3 module. See SQLite 3.connection.enable _load extension bracket method of the SQLite 3 module. Disable IPv6. Disable IPv6 support. Enabled by default if supported. See the socket module. Enable big digits 1530. Define the size in bits of Python integer digits 15 or 30 bits. By default, the digit size is 30. Define the pylong bits in digits to 15 or 30. See sys.integer_info.bits per digit. With suffix is equal to suffix. Set the Python executable suffix to suffix. The default suffix is .exe on Windows and Mac OS, python.exe executable, .js on Emscripten, node.html on Emscripten, Emscripten browser, .wasm on WASI, and an empty string on other platforms. Python executable. Hyphen hyphen with hyphen tz path is equal to list of absolute paths separated by path separator. Select the default time zone search path for zoneinfo.tz path. See the compile time configuration of the zone info module. Default user slash share slash zone info colon slash user slash lib slash zone info colon slash user slash share slash lib slash zone info colon slash etc zone info cos dot path separator hyphen hyphen without hyphen decimal hyphen context var. Build the underscore decimal extension module using a thread local context rather than a coroutine my hyphen local context default. See the decimal module. See decimal dot have underscore context var and the context vars module. Hyphen hyphen with my hyphen dbm lib order is equal to list of backend names. Override order to check db backends for the dbm module. A valid value is a colon separated string with the backend names ndbm colon semicolon gdbm semicolon bdb without hyphen c hyphen local hyphen coercion. Disable c local coercion to utf-8 based local enabled by default. Don't define the pi underscore coerce underscore c underscore local macro. C python coerce local and the pep 538 hyphen hyphen without hyphen free list. Disable all free lists except the empty tuple singleton. Hyphen hyphen with hyphen plate lib directory is equal to directory name. Python lib library directory name default is lib. Fedora and SUSE use lib64 on 64-bit platforms. See sys.plate lib directory. Hyphen hyphen with hyphen wheel hyphen package hyphen directory path. Directory of wheel packages used by the ensure pip module none by default. Some Linux distributions packaging policies recommend against bundling dependencies. For example, Fedora installs wheel packages in the slash user slash share slash python wheels directory and don't install the ensure pip dot underscore bundled package. Hyphen hyphen with hyphen package hyphen config is equal to check yes no whether configure should use package pkg underscore hyphen config to detect build dependencies. Check default. Pkg hyphen config is optional. Yes, pkg hyphen config is mandatory. No, configure does not use pkg hyphen config even when present. Hyphen hyphen enable hyphen pi states. Turn on internal statistics gathering. The statistics will be dumped to an arbitrary, probably unique file in slash tmp slash pi underscore states or c colon backslash temp backslash pi underscore states backslash on Windows. If that directory does not exist, results will be printed on stdout. Use tools slash script slash summarize underscore stats.py to read the states. Web assembly options hyphen hyphen with minus hyphen m scripton hyphen target browser or node. Set build flavor for wasm32 hyphen m scripton browser default preload minimal stdlib default memfs node no DERAWFS and path pthread support. Hyphen hyphen enable hyphen WASM hyphen dynamic hyphen linking. Turn on dynamic linking support for WASM. Dynamic linking enables DL open. File size of the executable increases due to the limited dead code, elimination and additional features. Hyphen hyphen enable hyphen WASM hyphen pthreads. Turn on pthread support for WASM. Install options. Hyphen hyphen prefix is equal to prefix. Install architecture hyphen independent files in prefix. On Unix it defaults to user local. This value can be retrieved at the runtime using sys.prefix. As an example, one can use hyphen hyphen prefix is equal to string dollar home slash dot local slash end string to install a python in its home directory. Hyphen hyphen exec hyphen prefix is equal to ep prefix. Install architecture dependent files in ep e prefix defaults to hyphen hyphen prefix. This value can be retrieved at the runtime using sys.exec underscore prefix. Hyphen hyphen disable hyphen test and hyphen modules. Don't build nor install test modules like the test package or the underscore test CAPI extension module. Build and install by default. Hyphen hyphen with hyphen ensure pip is equal to upgrade install no. Select the ensure pip command, run on Python installation. Upgrade default. Run Python. Run Python hyphen m ensure pip hyphen hyphen alt install hyphen hyphen upgrade command. Install. Run Python hyphen m ensure pip hyphen hyphen alt install command. No, don't run ensure pip.